Hey, let's talk about change. According to Heraclitus, you cannot understand the world only from natural philosophy, mathematics, or logic. Why? Because by cosmic rule, all the things change. The sun that you see now, it is not the same sun as yesterday. Even you in the morning are not the same as you in the afternoon. There will be some changes. Maybe you are still fresh and excited in the morning, but as the sun goes down, you may become tired. Everything changes. That's why theories like mathematics or logic or philosophy will not help us to understand the world. According to Heraclitus, our five senses will help us understand it better. For example, tea that I drank 15 minutes ago and the one that I'm going to drink now is different. The tea that was hot earlier is now getting cold. Every second, every minute when time passes, our existence changes, especially if we go deeper to the particle level, or let's say to the atomic level. Of course, there will be some changes there. Heraclitus is concerned with small details that change. This is quite different from Parmenides, who looks at the universal aspect that doesn't change. I think we will discuss this in another time. Heraclitus believed that the sun that rose yesterday was not the same as the sun that rose this morning. And also the sun that will rise tomorrow is not the same sun that rises today. Everything changes. There are famous wise words from Heraclitus. Panta rei kai oiden mene. Everything flows and nothing is constant. Don't expect yesterday to be the same as today. There will definitely be some changes, no matter how small it is, and it won't be the same. Your enthusiasm for work last week should be different from your enthusiasm for work today, no matter how small it is. There will definitely be some changes, whether it's intensity or its extension. So, again, Panta rei kai oiden mene. Everything will change, everything will flow. The only thing that constant is change itself. So what does it mean? Similarity wouldn't be possible because everything will change. Maybe we've heard some random couple fighting each other, either in the movie or in the real life, and while they are fighting, maybe some say to another, "You've changed." You know what? The most appropriate response is using the thought of Heraclitus. So when somebody tells you that you've changed, you can answer them, everything changes, and the only thing that doesn't change is change itself. Some people say that, why did my friends change, or why did my partner change, or sometimes, why did my job position change? Why, and why? You know what? Everything will change. When you complain about your life because of changes, these thoughts will help you to find peace. This actually looks simple, but it is very good, especially so that we don't get upset easily, we don't get surprised easily, and we don't get disappointed easily. Our disappointments are mostly related to changes we've experienced in our life. Let's say you hope to stay in your position, in your job position, but instead you've been transferred to another position by your boss. Remember the formula. Panta rei kai oiden mene. Everything will flow, everything will change. You know, the universe runs in time and space. It will definitely be dynamic. In fact, it is in changing that we find purpose. If we don't change, we won't grow. If we don't change, we won't move forward. You have to change. So, change is partly in order for us to achieve our goals. We certainly have goals that we want to achieve. For instance, the goal is to buy a house, which means we will change when we achieve that goal. We change from someone who doesn't have a house to be someone who owns a house. People will change when the goal is achieved. Remember, it is in changing that we find purpose. So, if there is no change, means no progress, then maybe somebody will ask, change can also be in the form of declining. Yes, that is right. You can move forward or you can move backward. Progress depends on change. But what if you want the status quo? Maybe it's good, but you won't grow. There is no growth in status quo. A good life is a life that always evolving, getting better and better. Today should be better than yesterday. Tomorrow should be better than today. Remember the words of Heraclitus. It is in changing we find purpose. There is a well-known quote, "No man ever steps in the same river twice, for it is not the same river and he is not the same man." Let's say you want to step on a river. Then you think to do it again. It's not the same river again. It is not the same water anymore because the water that had been stepped on had flowed away. You have also changed. Maybe at the beginning your motivation is just to try. Now your motivation is just to repeat it. If you go to the office and let's say you meet your boss and in your mind you say, why her again and again? Don't worry, your boss is not the same person as she was yesterday. And so you are. You both are not the same person as yesterday. Remember, the river you cross is always a new river. Let's say you are bored with your spouse. I want to tell you this. Actually, your spouse is a new person every day, as well as you. So you don't have to be bored. We all keep changing every second, every minute, every day. The essence of life is about change. Everyone changes. Everything changes. This is an illustration of Heraclitus. Cool things becomes warm. The warm becomes cool. The moist dries and the dries become moist. This is the essence of life. Life is about change. From this point, we can conclude that happy people are those who can accept change. Actually, if you just go with the flow, your life will change by itself. But it would be better if you are aware of the change, control it, and enjoy the result.